And I've been closely following what you've been saying for years. And I also have been saying that I think it's very early stages.
I used to call Miami 2009-10 the city of the future.
I remember. Yes, and you were right. See this city 10, 20 years from now. How do you see this continuing? This shift in economic focus that Bloomberg is talking about. He's talking about this shift in economic focus in our nation. How do you see Miami progressing along this path for the next 10, 20 years?
Well, you're asking me, get me goosebumps, because I can see what's going to happen here. We are very much at the beginning of the run. People don't realize it.
I've been saying this too.
At the beginning of the run.
Saying years ago that Miami has all these ingredients to be a global city.
That's correct. That's very correct. And that's why I went to Wynwood and I bought 45 acres. And I went to downtown, I bought 70 properties. I bought it based on an idea. I had an idea.
Well, you had a vision,
not based on the value. I had a vision.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I think what's interesting in this surge that we had post-COVID, it was driven by domestic buyers coming here. And now there's the upside. There's more upside because the Latin American buyers dipped during immediately post-COVID.
All we needed the Forrest Gump, the first people to start running the Forrest Gump syndrome.
Run, Forrest, run. They're all coming.
Yes. So you wake up, right?
A little bit. What do you think? Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I trained today. And I think that as much as it has surged now post-COVID, it is still early days.
Yeah.
People are not good at perceiving momentum shifts, and history never goes backwards. And the flow is starting.
We're on the move. You know, it's a track going downhill and without brakes.
1,000%. It's going to keep building. I think both domestically and from Latin America.
Yeah, yes.
All of it's going to keep building.
Yes.
And we're taking the taxpayers from New York and California.
Yeah.
They're all coming here.
I came from New York.
I grew up in New York.
I always knew that it was going to happen in New York.
Exactly.
I was so critical of this high-rise, the commercial building in Midtown Manhattan. I used to say to people, this building is going to become obsolete.
Yes. New York was built.
To me, it was human trap because you saw the WeWork time, the changes, and the whole thing was going through it. And I saw the issue of really people going to be resorting to live in communities. They really wanted to live in communities. We moved into digital communities, Amazon and Facebook, but there was no physical.
That's right.
And New York did not represent neighborhood.
Yes.
You still needed to live in Westchester to come to the middle of the city to do accounting. People think it's a pandemic. It's not a pandemic. It's just like, I call it the big meltdown of the office building.
Yes.
The office building become obsolete because you can put people everywhere and you can control your whole company from that.
All of those office buildings, the infrastructure, the way of life around which New York was built, they were pre-internet 20th century constructs.
That's correct. So remember the mailroom downstairs, you don't know, I remember mailroom downstairs, 20% of the building, you go upstairs.
They're the girls typing, they're the type floors.
Yeah, the secretary outside, you have,
History never goes backwards, it's moving.
So I saw this thing happening in real time.
Exactly. I agree, 1,000%. And it's still early days, everyone, from Miami. It's still early days.
Still early.
I agree. I look forward to everything.